Hello everybody, I am over here dying today and I don't actually have a video concept, so thanks to Daniela from the channel Only If for a Page, I just came up with this idea of going through my want to read list over on the Storygraph with you guys and trying to reduce it a little bit. So I am gonna just look at part of it. I'm not gonna go through all of it with you guys today because it is massive. So I want to make sure that you guys are not sitting through hours of footage here. We're gonna do a small cleanse right now because the to read pile is definitely super long, so I wouldn't mind it decreasing a little bit. So let's go. So this is my to read pile. It is 500 books long at this point in time. I'm gonna go through it from earliest added to most recent, but as I said, we're not gonna get through most recent, and I think my goal is gonna be reducing it by some 50 sounds like a lot, right, to get through in one video. 20. Let's get 20 off, okay? And so that also means we're gonna try and do this snappy, you know. But so I think first things first is I should get rid of this Rainbirds by Clarissa Guna one. It's been on there forever and I'm never gonna get to it. I feel like at this point in time I've had a few sort of intentions to go through the oldest books on my want to read list, but I never do it. So let's just actually get rid of some of these oldest ones. There are some that I'm definitely gonna leave, but this is an easy win, right? So Rainbirds, yeah, remove my text, that's fine. The Body by Bill Bryson, I mean, if I ever want to read something about this topic, it might pop up, so I might still get back to it at some point, but yes, remove it. So Giovanni's Room by James Baldwin, I definitely do still want to read, and I was actually quite close to picking it up this year, so that is staying. Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead, I think we can remove because I have just read an Olga Tokarczuk. I did in the end enjoy it once I kind of found the resolution for it, but I don't think that I need a reminder on my TBR of the fact that this book exists, so we're gonna remove it. And that actually, I think I have another Olga Tokarczuk on here. Let's just look for it like this. No, okay. The Olga Raven one is also interesting because I have just read an Olga Raven and I didn't actually enjoy it all that much, so it could be an option, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. So Afropean Notes from Black Europe I'm keeping, The Factory I'm keeping, and if I get the trash can for Gay Nightathon, then this is definitely gonna be my choice. I do want to keep this one. I also want to keep Moonwalking with The Eighth Life. I want to keep this one. I actually don't remember why it's on there, so this one can go. Right. Is this now I have this 4 already? Okay. So, Miss Benson's Beetle I want to keep. Fried Green Tomatoes at the Whistle Stop Cafe I definitely want to keep. Black Sun, Marcus owns, this is the wrong edition, so I'm gonna mark it when I get the right edition. Notes of a Crocodile I want to keep. Chocolat I want to keep. This in principle I could get rid of, but then it's it is a diverse fantasy, so if I'm gonna keep a fantasy that I don't actually know too much about on this list, then this is one I want to keep more than others. And The Forever Sea I did hear good things about. Ace I want to keep on there. Vagabonds I want to keep on there. So see, I say I want to get rid of the oldest stuff on here, but I mean I did get rid of 4 already in the first, what are we at, maybe 30 books, so that's good. Rewrite the Storm, yeah, I have read the Devin Madsen in the meantime and I really enjoyed that one, so this is definitely gonna stay. Black Box is staying, Three Tigers, One Mountain is staying. And back in there's 1 year or so of my booktube career in which I did priority videos in which I was yeah, these are the books that I really want to get to straight away. That has been years ago and this book was on there, that I do know. The Island Home, I definitely want to read another Libby Page. I read one, the 24-Hour Cafe, and I had a really good experience with that one. Still Alive by Sarah Winman, same story, you know. I want to read this one. Brood is my chicken book in case that comes up in Game Marathon. Hand of the Sun King, still want to try. Know My Name, want to try. Bewilderment by Richard Powers. I mean, I've had some really good experience with Richard Powers, so I want to keep. Oh, this is so difficult because and this one I could get rid of, but actually I started this book, I just didn't make it through it, and so this is gonna be the endless shame on my TBR because will I ever actually restart it? Like there is stuff on here that I know that's very unlikely for me to get to, but I still don't want to get rid of it. Bloody Fool for Love I can get rid of because I'm actually reading it, so this is like, I probably marked a different edition. I move, scroll. Oh, don't scroll that far. Yeah, this I don't know, but it has a cat on the cover, so I mean, we cannot get rid of the cats, right? Record of a Night. Yeah, I want to try Hiromi Kawakami. Sorrowland by River. I do have another River Solomon on here, so I guess I want to get rid of one of them. So I'm gonna get rid of this one now because the other one is more recent. So that's the 6th one. Siren Queen, Spear. I don't actually remember why this is on there. This Jade Setter of Jandoon by Fonda Lee. I mean, I would actually have to reread Greenbone Saga to ever get to that. So maybe we can also just remove that. Okay. So this, for example, is like In the Shadow of Lightning by Brian McClellan. Is like a really just like random fantasy that I know nothing about. I don't know why it's on there. It was probably on there because somebody recommended it in some sort of a video, but we can remove it now, okay? Same goes for The Pariah by Anthony Ryan. I have tried Anthony Ryan before and I didn't have a great time with it. Part of me does want to give another series by him a go. Maybe I'll leave it on for the time being. The Stone Knife by Anna Stevens can stay. I move. Actually, Master of the Fallen I might remove because this I really have no idea when it's getting published. It says 2026, but I'm pretty sure that that is a lie. Master of the Fallen. What is his name? Justin T. Call, right? It's Justin T. Call. Is there a website for this guy? That's from 2024, this Reddit post, so... Yeah, here it says September 2026. So is it actually coming? I don't know. I don't know whether I can trust that information. I guess I'll leave it on there in case it does come out. I want to keep those. All of those I want to keep. Yeah, Tonio, I actually have the ebook for that. Oh, I'm definitely gonna remove the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, I think. This is like the Chinese student in me who wants to read this, but yeah, in all likelihood. Bleak House by Charles Dickens. Yeah. Do I need it on my TBR though? On my want to read? For me to remember this? No, I don't. I mean, I know that if I'm gonna pick up a new Charles Dickens to me, then it's gonna be Bleak House, so let me remove it. So, it's 10 down, halfway through. Uncle Tom's Cabin I do want to keep there. The Ember Blade I want to keep. Just need to wait for this thing to scroll again. I have a arc for this. Too Much Sand, I do want to read. The Easy Life in Kamusari. I think I have a free ebook for it at some point. Villette by Charlotte Bronte. I don't want to read actually. Alright, remove. So that's number 11, right? So actually here we have a few that are like, they're free. I had them for free ebooks at some point, and that's why they're on there. But I don't actually have a lot of interest in them. So maybe I should just remove them at this point as well. So let me remove The Easy Life in Kamusari and North to Paradise. Okay, so 13 removed. The 13th Tale I do still have some sort of an interest in somehow. The Queen of Atolia, I definitely would need to reread The Queen in order to go into the series, but I did really enjoy The Queen, so I might really. This is all disability, so I'm definitely leaving that in. The Color Bounds, yeah, definitely want to. King's Dragon by Kate Elliott. We had to remove this post, yeah. A Suitable Boy also is something that I would like to keep in there. Arabella as well. We have to find 7 more, you know, it has to happen. Alright, How Fast the T-Rex Run. Yeah, I do still. El Faro de los Amores Dormidos, yes. Age of Myth, Song of Silver Flame Like Night, I am going to remove. Just as another sort of like generic fantasy that's, you know, I'm interested in, as in like something I might want to pick up when it came out. We are now 3 years later, I still haven't picked it up. I do think I know people who will like this book. But yeah, it might still happen, of course, but it's not something that I necessarily want to keep on my radar. I don't know much about this book, so I think Voice of War by Zach Argyle can actually disappear from there. If it will let me. So remove, yes, we are removing that book. So that means 5 to go. This is a disability book, so I'm leaving that in there. System Bait and Monster, I think was part of the choices for the Of Queens, Witches and Valkyries book club at some point in time. And I didn't read it at the time, but I do believe that people there really enjoyed this one, so I'm going to keep it around. And then the title for the Bandit Queens is still there. Okay, yeah, now it jumps. So the Bandit Queens I want to keep. The Black Company by Glenn Cook, basically I could actually get rid of if I wanted to. Dust Child could get rid of. The Forgetting Moon, I feel like this is on there because of some sort of a video from a booktuber, but you know what, let's remove that. I do think I have multiple Annalee Newitzes on here as well, so I could get rid of this one. I'm not entirely sure of it. Is she also the one of the Atomic Noodle or Automatic Noodle or something like that? Let's see if we can find another one. The Thorn Puller, don't really know why this is on there, but it's a Japanese author, and so if this is not like healing fiction, then I might still want to give this a chance. So maybe let's see if I can open that in a different tab. Explores the absurdities, complexities, and challenges experienced by a woman caring for her 2 families, her husband and daughters in California and her aging parents in Japan. Okay, so this is not healing fiction, so I do want to keep it. Palace Walk, don't know what it's about, but yes, keeping it. The Boy and the Dog, keeping it. Rebel Bodies, keeping it. In Memoriam, keeping. Well, I have another Alba de Cespedes that I currently actually have physically on the TBR, so I'm going to remove this one. So that means that I have 2 to go. Don't really remember, but unless... should I look at... I don't actually want to look into synopsis is too much now. I kind of want to just like remove stuff that doesn't appeal to me, or there's some sort of another reason why I would be able to just say like, okay, this one can go off, rather than really fully exploring. I want this to be like an easy sort of like, how do we call that? I don't know, an easy elimination round. All of those, unfortunately, are not easy eliminations. Because, yeah, the blind owl I've definitely put on there for a reason. Do I remember the reason? No. Night Train to the Stars, another Japanese novel. I want to keep that. Near to the Wild Heart, I wanted to give Clarice Lispector a try, so I'm going to keep that. H.A. Riddle, pretty sure I've read an H.A. Riddle and really enjoyed it. Or enjoyed it enough to want to try something else as well. And then Junji Ito's Cat Diary. I do definitely want to get to that. That's a book that I always kind of have around as an option for something short, but it just hasn't come up yet. The Autist Women on the Spectrum, yeah. Unhurried Tale by Ruskin Bond. Look, I don't actually know what this is, so let me remove it. And then we only have one left to go. Mild Vertigo, Japanese author. As we know, I'm not removing Japanese authors apparently. Okay Days by Jenny Mustard. I actually don't know what this is about and whether I should keep it, but that cover does kind of appeal to me. I've had success with a book that has a cover that's very similar to this one, and so I might want to keep it around for its potential. Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver. I don't know whether I'm ever gonna try this book actually, but I like having it there as a reminder of the possibility for me to get around to it at some point. Alright, 15 Wild Decembers, Against Techno-Ableism, yeah, The Free People's Village, yeah, Dragon Rider, yeah, Same Bad Different Dreams, yeah. The easy elimination is like, well, it's not always that easy. There is, of course, a reason why all these books are on my want to read list. And so even when I don't always necessarily remember why they're on there, that does create somewhat of a hesitancy to just get rid of them all. Any one of them, because then I'm like, yeah, but there's a reason why I put it on here. And so I do want to like not just like lose track of it altogether. I think, come on. A Minor Detail is an International Booker Prize winner, I think, or at least it was on a short list. Rouge by Mona Awad, yes, I want to keep. Diary of a Void, I want to keep. Actually, this one is pretty random on there. Yeah. These three books are on here because at some point I was like, what if I do a video about me reading Slaughterhouse-Five's Brave New World in 1984, as these are sort of like really big modern classics that have shaped modern literature that I have yet to read. But will that video ever come? I don't know. So we're contemplating removing all three of them or leaving all three of them at this point in time. I don't think that this is my easy elimination either. Your Wish is My Command. I've actually already physically looked for it in a lot of bookstores, and it's just not going to be something that I'm just going to physically stumble upon, it seems like. Projections by Essie Porter, also want to keep. Ooh, I think Lost Ark Dreaming by Sui Davis Okungboa. I think that is the same author rights as we had previously, which would be very nice because that means that I can eliminate one of them. So as soon as my computer allows it, I will click on this link and I will check. Come on, just a little bit longer. So Lost Ark Dreaming, yeah, okay. You know what? Then we are going to remove the series from here. And then I can try this author in a novella. But so that's it. If I didn't miscount, and if I did miscount, my apologies, but that's then that will just have to be it then. I have now removed 20 books. I can actually just easily check that, I guess. If I go back and then to my to read pile. Why are you all still on here? Come on, you can do it. It's really not that difficult. in its defense, it's like very warm in here, so probably also not ideal circumstances for it. I don't even know what that's gonna say about the editing time, because probably the computer is already kind of overheating. But just do it because my battery is about to die. But alright, like, I don't have to wait for this, I guess. Ah, yeah, okay. 481, that's not a good sign, because that means that I didn't remove one. Can we just see? Maybe I'll just remove something with a high page count, right? Here, this one. Remove. Nah, there we go. 20 books. Okay, so we have removed 20 books from the TBR. The TBR is now, well, the TBR, the one to read list, is now 480 books long. That is definitely still way too long. I definitely am not going to get around to all of these books ever. But yeah, it is still somewhat difficult for me to just let go of them. But so yeah, let me know if there was anything that you saw that you want to advise me against, and so that you want to kind of push me to get rid of, and then I might consider so. But so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys for the next one. Bye!